Well, howdy guys, this is a preview of my next video. Yes, we're back in the kitchens for another episode. This is episode 2 of Now That's What I Call Food.com. Now, today's food, I'm going to give you a clue. Now, a lot of you guys have been messaging me about where did I get my flour from? And it's like gold dust, man. What the fuck are you doing? I won't need much of it, but it's good to have a stock. So today's food that I found cheap is mince, beef mince. Okay, now I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to cook, so I'm going to leave you to guess. So message me and I will tell you later on. Okay? Now, to make it easier for you, I'm going to make 2 dishes out of this. Okay? Out of this beef mince, I'm going to make 2 dishes. They're separate dishes. So keep the guesses coming. See if you get it right. Okay? I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Hey, this is going to be an exciting one. You're going to love this one. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. Okay, did you guess what I was going to make using this shit? Beef mince. Okay, now I love beef mince because it's the most versatile meat you can ever come across. Yeah, I've made burritos, I made lasagna, I made all sorts of shit. Yeah, and it's like what I'm going to make today: beef burger patties and meatballs. We're going to do both those dishes because they're made in exactly the same way, based on the ingredients I put in. I have not followed any recipe. This is one I've made up myself. And I made it myself because I like the flavors that I put in it. So I don't really follow the instructions. I don't give a shit about what other people say. It's like, oh, you should put whatever. Yeah? Now, okay, so we're going to start cooking. We're going to make, eventually, a cheeseburger. Now, the meatballs, I'm going to do in 2 steps. So, because I'm not that hungry, I live on my own. I'm going to cook for myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the meatballs, but we'll do another video tomorrow to make the red sauce it's going to go in. Yeah? It's like, yeah! Welcome, good times, yeah? It's like we got party going on. Everybody likes a beef burger. Hell, I love a beef burger. Beef burgers. Oh my gosh, there's one place I want to go. Bleeker's in Victoria. Oh my gosh, their burgers look absolutely amazing. I'll send you pictures of them later on. Anyway, so let's get cracking on. I'm going to open this. I've already prepared the ingredients up front. So what I'm going to show you what I've got. Okay, I've got 1 medium-sized white onion chopped finely chopped. I've got 1 small red onion chopped. On this side of the plate, what we have is we got a red chili. I'll show you that in a second, the type of red chili I put in. And then we've got 3 cloves of garlic. We're going to blend it together using that egg into a mixing bowl. We're going to stick all the ingredients together in a mixing bowl. We're going to mix them up, and then we're going to add some seasoning. What have we got for seasoning? I hear you ask. Well, as the song goes, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? She used to be a true love of mine. I love that song. Oh my God, since I sang it last time, it's been in my head since then. I can't get it out. Simon and Garfunkel, you are gods. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to add to that. We got some garlic pepper. Well, black pepper, sorry. Garlic salt. And we got hot paprika hot. Okay, now the chili I put in, you normally get this in normal supermarkets, is this kind of chili. So I just like crushed 1 of these in. So that's all the ingredients. Shall we get started? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, one other thing that I want to put in later on is some shit cheese. Welcome back to the shit cheese. What I'm going to do with that is it helps it blend together, yeah? And also gives it a little texture. So nice smooth texture. Let's put this down. Now, can you see that right? Well, I got all the ingredients here. I'm going to crack open this stick it in this bowl here. Okay, so you're gonna see me just shove some stuff in. I will show you afterwards. I hate this package. It never works. Shit. Let's just get this damn thing open. There you go. Done. Stick that in later. Right, here we go. Let's stick this in. Now, it normally comes with a sheet of paper. You just get rid of that. That can go in the bin. We don't need that. I'm going to stick that in the bin at some point. Where the hell do I stick this? Okay, stick it down there. Fuck it. All right. Now, we got the mince in. Okay, now we're going to just put all the ingredients in together. All together. In they go. In you go, in you go, in you go. Nice. Don't matter if you don't use them all. I know onion tends to stick. I chopped up the onion earlier on. I had a good cry over it. Poor onion, lost its life. Never mind. Shit happens, guys. Let's crack open the bag. We're gonna blend it together. Fuck! What the fuck am I doing? Did I just put that in there? No. Luckily. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's crushing me over. If you didn't know this, guys, as I was squeezing the shell, it kind of squashed all over me. I got white egg all over me. Hang on a second, okay, guys? That's better. Let's get that out the sink. Just put that in. Right. Let me just like wash myself up a little. Good. Right. Straight with red white egg. Right. We got the ingredients in. Actually, let me just turn that over right there. Okay, so we got rid of one plate full of food. That's all the mixture in together. I'm gonna like angle it that way so you can see everything I'm doing. Okay. Now all we got here is we got the mixture in here. I'm gonna mix that all up. First, we got the egg in there. Parsley. Sage. Sage! I'm going to put a little bit more sage. I love the flavor of sage. Let's put a little bit more. It's cool. Rosemary. Rosemary. This rosemary is not very fine. You want to have bits sticking in. Oh, don't worry, I'll mash it all up. Thyme. We all need a bit of thyme. Black pepper. We're going to mix everything in together, guys. I love black pepper. I'm going to put a little bit more of that in there. Garlic salt. Just a season. Just a bit. That's it. And paprika hot. Now, I do like my meatballs spicy. I do them Sicilian style. It depends on how spicy you like it. You may not even want to put a chili in there. It don't matter. Make it however way you want it, guys. Okay? Now, we got all the mixture in there. What we're going to do is we're going to use our hands and mix it all up. Just mix the whole damn thing up. Make sure you mix it well now, okay? Now, and put everything in there. Everything that goes in there together, okay? So you don't have to worry about a damn thing. You know, it's like the more you mix in, you're going to get the full flavor of it. That's the thing about making such a meal like this. Beef burgers are great. You see, beef burgers are not just beef patties, yeah? They're not just beef. They got extra ingredients in them. And that's why I put these ingredients in them. Because it gives it texture, it gives it flavor. Oh my gosh. I mean, you imagine it's going to go on a bun. And you're going to add sauces with, oh my gosh. I can imagine it right now. This isn't the first time I've done this. I've done this for my girlfriends. They love it. Oh my God, the reaction I get from them. They say, man, you should cook for a living. You should make this a professional thing. I'm like, yeah, I can't be bothered, man. It's like, because it loses its like personal touch. I mean, you guys have seen me do my home makeover, right? You're not going to see a professional guy do the same job. Yeah, it ain't going to be the same quality. They work by time, yeah? They don't give a shit about like quality. Well, they, to a certain degree, maybe. But no, it's all about like time. Because they got another job to go to. And you know what? These people, it's their job, you know? They do it every day. So you imagine the meticulous detail they're going to go through like I did the other day. It's like, no way. No, they're gonna get fed up with that, you know? My gosh. I think that's well mixed together. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. When you mix it all together, guys, this is it. It's everything is in the same thing, you know? It just looks like one great big, I don't know, something or other. We're gonna shape these things up now. Have I forgotten something? Yeah, I forgot something. Right, we're going to take some flour. Now, I know this surface is clean. I cleaned it myself earlier on, so it's up to you how you do it. I do everything up front. So there's no worry about that. We're going to dust some flour on this surface. Why am I dusting flour? This is the reason why I got flour. Why am I dusting flour? Well, because when we cook the burgers, we don't want them to fall apart. Now, part of that is the egg that did it. I did forget something. I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. To that, we are going to add some cheese, mozzarella. The reason why is because it's stringy, and when it gets hot, it just blends everything together. It's like glue in a way. Let me just wash my hands for a second. I got meat all over me. Let's just wash my hands before I open that up. Yeah, we're going to mix in the mozzarella. So now, let's mix in the mozzarella. Mozzarella cheese goes in. Crack open the packet. However much you want to put in. I can't stand this shit anyway. Probably best not to, actually. I'll tell you why. I don't like the way that cheese looks. That don't look too good. It's not going too well on there. It's too thick. It's just far too thick for my liking. I'll get that out. Could grate it. Yeah, could grate it. What is this? How well is this doing? No, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to throw that away. Chuck it away. It don't necessarily need cheese. Just stick with what you got. It's good enough. There is another reason why I threw that away, guys. It's don't look too good. Don't worry. You don't need to use cheese. You got the egg. And you're going to use flour anyway. Cheese is a good mixture. Actually, I will put some cheese in. I'll get some fresh cheese out. Fuck it. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to get cheddar cheese. Better flavor. Why not? It won't blend it too much as well as the other one. But hey, it does the job nonetheless. Right, let's stick that down. Let's get that out. I love this. This is great. This is a grater. This is the greatest grater in the world. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm crushing this cheese in. Because it finally grates it. Yeah, there are no like stringy bits or anything like that. It just finally grates it. I'll show you guys how it's grated it. Okay. I got that from Robert Dias, by the way. You see how fine that is? Let me just pick that up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's just tiny, tiny, tiny. Let's mix that in quickly. I knew I forgot something. The reason why I put cheese in there, and I do prefer cheddar cheese. It's mature cheddar cheese. I like it to have that little flavor of cheese as well as meat together, you know, especially when you make it, when you cook it. Oh my gosh. It gives that little bit extra. People start wondering, you know, when they taste it, they go, ooh, I like that. What's in it? And you got to tell them. And it's like, man, I didn't know you could put cheese inside meat and make it a patty. Yes, you damn well can. You can make anything out of a beef burger. Yeah, it's like beef burger patties are made from all sorts of mixture of stuff. You can make them from different meats as well. We do them in them. Oh, that reminds me of, there's a place, Patty and Bun. Oh my gosh, they do the lamb shank redemption. I want to try that one day. That looks good. Right, okay, so I mixed it all in. The cheese is mixed in there. That's cool. I'm going to take a little bit. However big you want it, don't matter. I'm going to take a bit like that. What I'm going to do is pat it down to make it into a patty shape. Yeah, that's good. Dust it over. Good. Keep dusting it over. So that's our first patty. I'm going to do 4 patties, and the rest of them I'm going to make into meatballs. So I'll do the meatballs when I put the patties in. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next, okay? So, oh, actually I did forget one thing. I forgot to turn the oven on. Damn it. It's like, because that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, oven, you're asking. Oven. Yeah. There's a good reason for that. Oh, I need one of them as well. There's a good reason why I want to turn the oven on. Because I want to make sure the meat cooks properly inside before I fry it. And I'm going to fry it in the skillet later on. So, to get that ready, I should prepare my stuff really well. I thought I had everything ready. Right. I've got one of these kind of like baking tins. So, that's a perfect shape for a patty. What's going to happen is as the meat starts to cook, obviously, you may find this, and it happens quite a lot. It happens to me quite a lot. The meat starts falling apart. And then you end up with just mincemeat again. Yeah, so you just blend that in. You just make sure it keeps the shape. And then what you're going to do is, after it's cooked for a while, you're going to let it sit. And whilst we're waiting for that to be done, right guys, I've just put a little bit of olive oil as a base mixture in the pan. Just not much, just enough to cover the bottom. Stand here. Right. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this closer so you can see what I'm doing here. Right, so that's patted down patty. All right, yeah, you see, it does have a tendency to fall apart still, but it's okay, we'll just live with that for a moment. There you go. It's got a little bit of breathing space in the little pan. It's because I just like, I ain't got a clue what it's going to do. This is plain flour, by the way. Plain flour. Right, let's do another 2 since I'm at it. And then the rest we'll make into meatballs. And I'll show you how we do that. Basically, you're shaping it the same. Well, you're shaping it, but you're shaping it in a different shape. That's all. Meatballs are shaped in a different shape. You're going to make them round instead of flat. Patty shape. Patty cake, bakers, man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Oh, I don't get it. By the way, guys, if you don't have flour, don't worry. You can get yourself a loaf of bread. I know flour is a scarce commodity these days. You can take a loaf of bread, stick it in a food processor, and you just blend the bread out, and it will be breadcrumbs. You'll have very, very fine breadcrumbs, and you can use those equally as well. Okay, so you don't have to use flour. You can use a loaf of bread at a food processor. I don't have a food processor. I have a word processor. It keeps making typos. Damn thing's been built by millennials. They can't even read a dictionary. They think a dictionary is an index to another book. And they start looking for this other book that's non-existent. And you know what happened then? My God, all sorts of things happen. Yeah, they think a thesaurus is a kind of dinosaur. It's like, what fucking planet are you guys on? It's like nobody taught you anything. Right, so the patties are ready. I'm still waiting for the other fella to warm up. That's my own fault. Sorry, guys. I was like, just trying to do something. Anyway, so whilst we do that, let's put a little bit more flour on there. Do the meatballs. And for the meatballs, I'm going to need a plate. Definitely going to need a plate for that because I want to put that away for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing the next thing. Right, meatballs. Now, I like my meatballs large. Sicilian ball style, yeah? Right, so we're going to make Sicilian balls. If you're wondering what a Sicilian meatball looks like, it's this kind of size, yeah? It's like typically what you have with pasta. You get it served in southern Italy. Places like Naples, and then going further south, you got Calabria as well, Puglia. Oh, lovely places, lovely warm places, lovely warm people there as well. Strange ones, but warm nonetheless. They're all different. Everybody's different. The whole world's different. That's a beautiful thing about the world, you know? It's like languages. Language teach you a variety of different things. It's a tool. I use language as a tool. I'm a computer programmer, so that's easy for me not to say. So I'm used to languages, both the computer languages and natural languages. I love learning languages. It's like there's a rule to them, and you follow it. And when you understand the rules, then you got to understand the culture that applies to those rules as well. So it's not just about learning the words and the structure of the sentences. It means what you're trying to say in context of what you want to try and do. I'm going to make 2 meatballs out of that. So the last 2 meatballs will be slightly smaller. There you go. So basically, guys, we've made a whole bunch of mince, but for 2 different recipes. Well, it's exactly the same so far, but what we're going to do with them is completely different. So this is the exciting thing. Let's just roll that over. Make sure that captures all of the flour. There we go, that's good. And the last of it. Good. I think the oven is just about ready, so we got the meatballs done. Now that's one stage over with. So we're going to continue with the meatball recipe tomorrow. And the meatball recipe is my recipe. I'm not following anybody else's recipe. This is something that I did. So we will do that tomorrow. That's a different story. Let's concentrate on making cheeseburgers today. There is another step anyway. We're not going to be bored once the burgers start baking. So I'm going to bake them for about 20 minutes. Because I want to make sure the meat inside is cooked. Because when I put it in the skillet, all I want it to do is braise the top and the bottom, the sides. And hopefully everything will work out fine. There you go, guys. One less meatball. I'm going to put that away. I'll wash up my hands so I can show you what we've ended up with. I know you can't see much from that angle, but at least you can see the way I was preparing it. Okay? Now, let's take the phone. Right, guys. This is what we've ended up meatballs wise. We're going to put that in the fridge and use that tomorrow. And these are our patties. They're ready to go in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to stick them in the oven for about 20 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the burgers themselves. Isn't that good, right? Hey, welcome back, guys. Yay, right, burgers are out. I just got them out of the oven. There we go. What we're going to do is we're going to turn up the heat on this one first. So let that go. So that's what the burgers look like right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick it straight into this pan here. And I'm going to use the olive oil that I've actually used in there to kind of like fry them up in. I'm going to use some tongs. My favorite. Oh my gosh. These have been a lifesaver since I got them. And it wasn't long ago since I got them. I got them like 6 months ago. I was like, man, genius. Right, so that's actually just heating up. I should have put that on before I stuck on the video, but hey, what the fuck. I've been cleaning up, so as you can see, all my dishes are now cleaned up. I clean up as I go along and make sure that everything's nice and tidy. This is going to be my work surface here for building the burger. I'm going to get a plate. Why don't I get myself ready for this? Why don't I? Okay, so that's a plate down there. I'm going to show you in a little bit once we get the burgers start frying, actually, since I'm waiting for the damn thing to get started anyway, to get heated up. Why not? Let's just open this damn thing. Everything I get is on offer. Let's just put that down for a second. Let's see what I'm doing. See this angle. Oh my God, not again. All right, let's see at this angle. It's a plate. The plate's here. Right, good. Excellent. Right, I'm just going to open this up. We're going to just cut one of them buns up. I'm just going to show you one per example, okay? I don't need to do all four. I'm just going to keep the other four, the other three ready for another day. So, what I do is just slice the bap. There we go. Now, what I also like to do with this is before I prepare, I actually like to fry this up a little, you know, just to harden it, and it warms the bread up as well. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. I was going to prepare the burger, but let's get back there, shall we? Right. That should be warming up nicely. We can start putting this stuff in. it'll start to gently warm up. Ideally, it should be at the temperature, but I forgot to. You can see it's like really like solidified now. It's held its shape really well. I like that. Flour, magic ingredient, flour, and egg, of course. But I think cheese is helping there as well. So let's just put that in. You see, I'm just putting in the oil that I put in the pan there. I'm going to reuse that. Same meat, same stuff. So why not? Hell, I want to let that fat. I want to pick up that fat and put that in as well. There's a little bit of fat left on the side of the plates there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick that up, dump it in there. You can see the fat there as well. Pick that up. Why not? Let's cook that in there. So I give it full flavor. That's what I do. Right, that can be washed later on. I like it. A lot of dishes just get accumulated, but hey, this is life. Yeah, it's like, let's turn that on again. That was the extractor fan. I had to turn that off. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, I kept you waiting a little longer. I had a couple of things to do. Not only did I have to wait for the baking to be done, but I had a family issue to deal with as well just now. So it's all cool. It's all good. So, just chilling, hey, relaxing. Once I get to temperature, and it is getting to temperature right now, I'm going to put the bread in so that we can start preparing the next bit. Okay, let's do that. The bread doesn't need frying that much. It just needs to be like nice and warm and like just take it. Yeah, so let's just put one side of the back in. We're going to do everything quick here. Yeah, it won't take long to make the burgers. It's just building the damn things up afterwards, you know? It's like, it depends on how you want it. I mean, you're going to see the way I do mine. There's a certain style to it. But, yeah, it's nicely, it's coming up on sizzling time. Turn it over quickly. There. See, they're held together really well. Secrets, huh? That's coming along. Let that cook away. I'll put that on gas mark 5, by the way, guys. It's quite high, but I wanted it to like fry quick, like that. Yeah, it's like just get me, grab me, and go. But obviously I hadn't warmed up the pan beforehand. I should have done, but I wanted to explain to you what I was doing as I was going along. You know, it's like it's easy to forget something. It's always easy to forget something. But hey, what the hell? We'll get there in the end. All right. Turn that over again. You see, it's becoming nice and brown. Just keep an eye on the bread. Bread don't take long. That's okay. Want that to graze a little bit. Braise a little bit. Hear it sizzling away. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Oh, I love the sound of sizzling. The problem is my kitchen starts stinking like crazy of fat, and it takes days for it to clear. All these cooking videos I've been doing, all this cooking I've been doing, and I'm never gonna break from it. Yeah, that's coming along nicely. Some of the bread. Yeah, that's not gonna brown too much because there is oil in there, so be careful with that. Yeah, let's just put the other one in. We can start building up whilst we wait for that to cook properly. Smelling good. Smelling good, guys. Move it about a little. Good. Like I said, we're just frying a little. There, you see that one's going to be coming nice and brown from the underneath. So that one, that's good. That's what I want to see. Now I'm going to keep that one going. Going to keep that one going as well. Let's change position with you guys. It's like you guys are cooking better than the other places. So let's just start moving you guys around just to speed things up a bit. Take a look at the bread. Yeah, it's getting there. I like the bread a little bit toasted. Yeah, that's getting better. It don't matter if a little bit of meat falls off it. It's fine. You know, this thing's going to happen. The main thing is you got the main part of the burger itself, yeah? That's the main thing. Hey guys, right, I'm sorry, I know you missed the end of that last video. Now what I did was I didn't realize that my phone ran out of space, so I had to like clean up a little. I've literally just taken out the burgers from the pan, and I've just put the pan on. I've washed it up anyway. Anyway, so burgers, what I've done is, let's put that here. Then we can start building up again. Right, now what I like to do, I've got the 2 patties here, by the way. We're just starting from scratch here, okay? What I like to do is I like to put some mayo at the bottom. Now, good thing about, well, this is a trick about a squeezy bottle, okay? Guys, you've got a squeezy bottle and it just splurges all over the place. Open the bottom and shake it real well. And then what you do is when you start pouring it, look, it just comes out nice and gently. Yeah, that's the secret. So, a lot of people struggle with squeezy bottles. I don't know. I did. So I'm just putting the first patty on there. Let's just turn that around so you can see what I'm doing at the bottom. Okay. Now, cheese. We're going to cut some cheese up. Now, I like my cheese nice and thick. I love mature cheddar. Extra mature. It gives that extra large flavor in. It's like good stuff. So let's get that out of the way. I got some cheese in there. What else can we add? I like this, yeah? You start making things up as you go along. I got a tomato. Let's get a tomato out. I love tomatoes. Tomato and cheese. Oh my gosh, what a combination of flavors. Right, so let's slice up the tomato. Anything will do, you know? Anything that makes you happy. You know what we're going to do with this? Now, the thing is, I learned my lesson from the last time I did a burger, yeah? And it was, sorry, I was just checking to see if it was filming. I made the patties too big, and I made a double burger out of that. So I learned my lesson since the last time. I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make it that big. But you know what? Since these patties are a lot smaller, I am going to double up my burger. Fuck it. A double burger up. Hey, nobody said you can't have a double pounder. But they do a triple pounder. That would be great. What you couldn't see there, guys, is I was opening a jar of cornichons from France. Well, not really from France. They're meant to be from France. So let's put a little pickle on there. Some people like salad. I ain't gonna bother. I did get some salad, but you know what? I don't do salad. So that's it. Put some more cheese on there. Just a little more. There we go. That's what I call a stacker burger. You're going to need some more sauce. Different sauces this time. I'm using hot chili for the topping. But I'm going to tame it down a little. So I'm going to use the spicy mayo. Yeah, going, you know you want it. There. Guys, that's a burger. Now, I don't even know how I'm going to eat that. I'm going to show you, right? Okay, let me just wash up. I'm going to show you close up what my burger looks like. This is ridiculous. But I do like it. I do like ridiculous. I do like ridiculous burgers. Guys, that's a burger. You typically get one of them in a bar or something. Yeah, like meat liquor, do just something like that. Do a stacker burger. That's my burger. Now, let's see if I can taste it. I'm not going to be able to put all that in my mouth in one go, so I'm going to have to dissect it a little. Let's just give it a go, shall we? Right. Tomato falling out. Oh my God. That tastes good. Hell yeah. Enjoy, folks.